So what's that one thing that made you move to Ghana?
I actually came and the plan was just stay for a couple of months and then I'll go back because I was just tired of the Nigerian vibe for a while. Okay, let me go back to Ghana because when I visited Ghana, I liked it. So let me just go back and chill for a while. And then I came and I never left.
Hello family, so I'm with Vanessa Okedi today. Do you know Vanessa Okedi? She's also a content creator here in Ghana, but she's actually a Nigerian who moved to Ghana. So Vanessa is basically one of the people who found Ghana worth to stay in. So we're going to talk today. There's going to be a lot of conversations, going to be very, very interesting. So first of all, how long have you been in Ghana?
On and off 4 years now.
4 years. So we want you to tell us more about the moving process.
It wasn't like a planned thing. I didn't plan like, oh, I'm going to like relocate to Ghana. You know, I think I visited Ghana first. That was 2016 December. I had just graduated. I was still waiting for NYC and the rest of that. Now I was even still doing clearance in school, but we were on Xmas break. Then I came to Ghana for like a couple of weeks basically, and I just liked the vibe. And then I went back to Nigeria. I did NYC, started all that stuff. Then 2018, that was when I finally moved back to Ghana. So I've been here since 2018, yeah.
That's super interesting. Solid 4 years moving from Nigeria to Ghana.
I'm almost a Ghanaian.
I think we'll accept that. Like, we don't have any choice. So what's that one thing that made you move to Ghana?
Basically, there's no big reason. There was no like, oh, I'm tired of Nigeria, I'm going to know. I actually came and the plan was just stay for a couple of months and then I'll go back because I was just tired of the Nigerian vibe for a while. Okay, let me go back to Ghana because when I visited Ghana, I liked it. So let me just go back and chill for a while. And then I came and I never left. Okay, I'll go back and I'll still come back and then I'll go back and I'll still come back. It's been like that for 4 years now. So yeah, I've been here for 4 years and there's no huge reason why I moved to Ghana basically. Just like I came, I'm supposed to stay for a couple of weeks, then turned to months, and then yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so did you have any acquaintances here? Had any of your family members been here? Did you come with family or you just came alone?
No, I actually did have family living here in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
So it was not like I was just a lone girl coming to
I think there are quite a number of people who just come like alone.
No, I was literally way too young to like just move from one country to another by myself without someone being there already. I don't know if you understand. Something there like in Nigeria, if you are graduating, you have to come back home. Like a girl, they don't allow you move and just go and just be on your own somewhere. Okay. It's not something like most family they do in Nigeria. So you have to like, oh, this is what I'm going to. They have to know this is where you are with someone. Just to be calm about it.
Okay. So was the journey stressful? Did you come by road? By air?
2018 when I was coming, that was the first time I came by air. So it was less than an hour, and we got to Kokota. I'm like, it's very close basically. Less than an hour flight, about 45 to 50 minutes, and you're in a car. So it's not like it wasn't stressful. Then come out and just like that.
Okay. So you came from Nigeria, you moved to Ghana. Before you came, what was your perception of Ghana? Before you first visited, let me take it from there.
Okay, you know one thing, right? We really we don't know much about Ghana in Nigeria. So before I actually came to Ghana, I had absolutely no idea what to expect in Ghana. The few basic things we know about Ghana was we did WAEC together, that's West Africa Examination Council. So we know some years Ghana would set, other years Nigeria, just like that. So we were like, oh, any year Ghana is setting, the questions are usually very difficult. Just very basic thing. I knew nothing about Ghana, and it was just like, and I was thinking, oh, it's an anglophone country, that's an English speaking country. So everybody here do speak English, but they don't speak more English than they still speak more Tree. I think the first time I came, that was like the most surprising time. I was like, why everybody is speaking Tree? Most of them speaking Queen's English. Because my own perception was that everybody in Ghana was speaking Queen's English. Because you watch some Ghanaian movies, English is like quite different from ours. So we're like, okay. So I was expecting that. I didn't see that. They came and I was like, oh, it's just like like it was really hot. I'm like,
it's not that hot in Nigeria.
No, I'm from the southern part of Nigeria, so it's quite cold there. I think when you go to the northern side, might not be as hot as Ghana, but it's still quite hot there. But where I'm from the riverine area, so it's like so cold. But you come out like, everywhere it's so hot, but you get used to it over time. I think now when people come in and they're like, everywhere is out there, don't worry, you get used to it. But the sun and then the electricity. Okay, I came and I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, lights will stay on. I'm like, what is happening? I'm not used to this, so I think there's no generator anywhere.
I think that's one major thing, because Nigeria is, if you don't know anything at all about Nigeria, everybody knows about their electricity issue.
I think we're too much in Nigeria, so they can't provide electricity for all of us.
It's serious. Like if you're going to Nigeria, you don't expect anything. I think you should expect the power outages and all that. So when you came to Ghana, you realized it was quite.
I came and it was like light 247. I'm like,
you're waiting for it to go.
Because even if it's just for an hour a day, because there are some places in Nigeria that actually have constant electricity. Like why it's cold in Edo State, we had constant electricity there. But at least in a day they can be light up for like 2 or 3 hours, or maybe like in 3 days they will be light up. But generally the lighting there was better than my own state, because my state's go like we have generator on standby, we have the list around me, we have the petrol generator, everything at home on standby, so we can just switch to anyone at any time. Then I came and there was like no lights up. Like I was expecting it, I wasn't getting it. A week, I was like, is it normal? I think this is normal.
Shout out to Ghana for that. I mean, in previous years it was quite worse. These days it's there's not much power outages, but in previous years, I think even in 2018 that you are talking about, that you're saying there was light. Even at that time, we used to have a lot of frequent power
I think
outages.
it was some areas too, but the estate I was then, the light was quite constant.
It's just recently that there's not much power outages. So from 2018 to now, what have you been doing in Ghana?
And basically, I work remotely, so it's like quite different. And I have electricity to do whatever I want to do. So
see her bragging about electricity.
I always brag about that thing. Even when I mean you should. I will be telling my friends, oh, I'm Ghana, it's late.
I'm
you're tired. Go back. Come on, going back to your Ghana. It's like that. But I have to always be in Nigeria also, because I have business in Nigeria that I have to go back in 10 to. But apart from that, I like being here mostly because of the electricity. The electricity for me,
And I also heard from one of your videos. I was watching one of your videos, and then you mentioned some of the businesses that you were into when you came to Ghana. I think that's something that would really help a number of people. If you can just go into that a little bit.
Okay, I was basically like bringing stuff in, like pre-order stuff for people that wanted them. Then I order them and then I clear them and then I distribute them. It was just like that. But mostly what is sustenance, kind of sustenance, is that I go between Nigeria and it's not really far from home. I feel like I can go home anytime I want to. Like I can be in Ghana this morning and I wake up like 8 a.m. I'm like, you know what, I'm going home. It's 4:12 p.m. and I'm home in Nigeria. So I think that's one of the best things about living outside my country, basically, because I'm not really far away from home. Within an hour, I'm home in Nigeria. Then within another hour from Lagos to my state, I'm in my father's house. 2 hours and I'm home. But in terms of business in Ghana, business can really be a bit... I don't know the right word to it, but
I think you should feel free.
The system is quite different when it comes to running a business. But I think it's easier for me to run a business and my country than here.
Okay.
Because here there are lots of hurdles you have to jump through as a foreigner if you're doing anything. Like if I'm clearing stuff, there are some things I basically don't even like talk about on my video. It's just like personal stuff. Those are some of the struggles you have to pass through as a foreigner.
Yeah.
But mostly because of my nationality also, when I'm clearing my stuff, I go through a lot of stress. I'm like, it's not supposed to be like this. But apart from that, if you're coming to Ghana and you want to like run a business in Ghana, one of the things you have to like be really focused on is that it's going to take time to pick up. So you have to be really focused and keep going. And I'm the kind of person that I always give 110%. Like I do a lot of things, but I always find time to make sure I'm dedicating time to. I started YouTube last year. I'm like, if I'm going to be doing this YouTube with whatever I'm doing, then I'm going to give it 110%. It deserves also, so I can give something else 110%. So it's like that for businesses in Ghana. You have to like give it 110%, and you have to be ready to like wait long run. It's not something that will just start today and
then you blow.
You have to like just keep at it. And to pick up, and then when you pick up, but I do think customer service can be improved in Ghana.
I mean, there was one thing you mentioned that I was coming to. A lot of people have this perception of Nigerians. Nigerians like money, Nigerians are rowdy, Nigerians are, even these days people talk about when they are traveling and they mention they are Nigerians, they show the green passport. Even as Ghanaians, people assume you are Nigerian, so you are giving this harsh like have you experienced
I experience it all the time. People coming to Ghana, like
even as a lady,
you experience with your passport. And one thing I always tell people, like, even if tomorrow I decide, I'm going to be living outside of Africa, and maybe I get a dual citizenship, I will still be flying everywhere with my Nigerian passport. Why? Because I think there's a lot of bad perception about it.
Yeah.
I do not have to explain why I'm Nigerian or like be made to pay for someone else's crime or whatever. You don't have to. So there's no one I'm hiding the fact I'm Nigerian. I think the first thing I make sure, like,
even as a lady,
you experience with your passport. And one thing I always tell people, like, even if tomorrow I decide, I'm going to be living outside of Africa, and maybe I get a dual citizenship, I will still be flying everywhere with my Nigerian passport. Why? Because I think there's a lot of bad perception about it.
Yeah.
I do not have to explain why I'm Nigerian or like be made to pay for someone else's crime or whatever. You don't have to. So there's no one I'm hiding the fact I'm Nigerian. I think the first thing I make sure when I'm entering anywhere is that I'm Nigerian. I want you to get to know me for yourself. Don't like, Nigerians are like this thing. But I always get the treatment. But I've been here for 4 years, so I'm almost used to it now. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's actually really sad. It's really sad that some of them like cause all these, and then other innocent people
one thing people
to
don't realize is one thing that I think one of the major facts people miss is that Nigeria is like the largest black nation. We're about 200 million plus people in Nigeria living in Nigeria. I'm not talking about Nigerians in diaspora.
outside.
200 million plus. So if like 10% of those people, like maybe they did something, that's a lot of people doing that particular bad thing. 10% of them is like 20 million people. That's like another small portion. So the fact that I'm not even saying that up to 10% of Nigeria misbehaving worldwide, but if you remove this 10% that are misbehaving worldwide,
it's just a small percentage.
It's a small percentage of the people there. So now people are like, because 2 million of them are like, they're not up to, I'm just like giving a percentage, are like, doing something bad. Then the 200 million, they are all the same. There are individual differences. There are about 500 plus languages and tribes in Nigeria. We are not all alike, but because you are a Nigerian and you have a Nigerian passport, you have to be treated. I don't really care. I'm Nigerian. I'm really so unapologetic about it because that's my father's land. I'm not going to go anywhere tomorrow and be like, I'm not Nigerian. I'm Nigerian.
I mean, even your accent will give you away.
I actually tried. Someone was like, your accent is not changing. I said, that's a lie. There's something that I make sure I'm holding on to. It's my accent. It will never change. I like the accent, basically. I think it's part of my identity. Why would I want to scrap my identity off?
But I mean, we do have cool Nigerian friends and all that. It's not everybody it's like she explained, it's just a fraction of people that are causing all
And
these
the thing
things.
is that
And it's
their
rather
fashion of
unfortunate.
people also, they're in every country.
Mhm.
But because there are more of Nigerians, so you will actually see more of them committing this bad stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, like compared to Ghana now, I think they're about population here is about 30 million, right?
Yeah.
And Nigeria is about 200 plus million.
Yeah.
10% of the 30, you are
That's
seeing
hard.
it? So 10% of the 30 million in Ghana is just about 3 million.
Yeah.
10% of the 200 million in Nigeria is about 20 million. So if your 10% are the bad egg as a Ghanaian,
Yeah.
and my own 10% are bad egg as Nigeria, that's 20 million as opposed to 2 million.
That's crazy.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So because of that, you actually will see more Nigerians doing terrible things because they are literally 200 million plus of us in Nigeria. But there's like 180 other Nigerians that are like doing things. Focus on that. Why just bait like that? So, like I said, we're Nigerians were born this way.
So
And we do like money. Like if you see, you imagine all the Nigerians that I've seen in Ghana, they literally have one business that they don't know. I'm like, we don't know how to sit in one place. I'm like, we're going to wait for anybody to give us anything. We have to do.
I think it's actually good. It's not just about Nigerians liking money, but they are really, like, if they are doing something to get the money, they are making sure that they are doing it.
We give
how
all.
do I say
We give all. Like,
exactly.
We're giving 110%.
Yeah.
You can go to a Nigerian shop, right, as a young girl, and then there is a man of like 60 handling the shop. If you see the way this man will treat you, you will spend all your money there because the Holy Spirit, auntie, sit down. The way they will tend to you, it will make you like, oh, just take my money and go. I think that's the whole thing where like we've been like that, and we are from a site that's quite competitive because like I said, there are lots of us. So you have to like fight for whatever you get. I think that's one of the reasons why we are always like pushing for everything because we have 2 million plus people to get admission into school. You have to fight other millions of people to do that. The job opportunity, you are fighting millions of people to get that. So it's like, well, the hustle is like, if you don't do it, someone else is doing it. So that's why
you have to be aggressive.
You have to be.
If not, you are left behind.
We're 200 million plus there. Someone else will take over and do it. So I think that's, and we were born into that society. We grew up in that society. That's what we're understanding.
So naturally, you just
Nigerians are like that. We just like, oh, we're giving this, we're giving that. I think when people talk about the bad Nigerians, they also like ignoring the good Nigerians. That's something.
Just like I was saying, there are a lot of
Nigerians that are running,
people.
not even being nice. That like very successful in business. Like in Ghana, there are a lot of Nigerian banks in Ghana owned by Nigerians. People do not talk about that fact. They focus on just the bad Nigerians. And all global telecom is owned by Nigerians, so it's in the various countries in Africa. Like there are several Nigerians that are very successful, so that people tend to ignore.
I mean, people like the negative. People like talking about the negative.
People don't focus on the negative. They are positive about us also. It's like that. It's not something that I'm defending my nature. Don't blame me. I'm Nigerian.
Oh no, I mean you should. You should. And I believe what you just said, people attest to that there are a lot of successful
Nigerians
people here in Ghana, and everywhere.
Not just in Ghana, worldwide also. You see Nigerians doing well nobody talking about bosom. Then you see one that will just do something wrong. A Nigerian did this, and then they see the other Nigerian, and everybody would not like, oh, be careful of them. But it's like that. It's what it is. Well, it's what it is basically.
That's interesting. So let's talk about if somebody is also planning to move to Ghana. Let's say they don't have anybody here. They don't have family here.
Like if you're somebody just like, oh, I want to move to Ghana, I think you have to like visit for a while and then be choice what you want because Ghana is not all rosy. You understand? They are still like every nation basically. Things are not always straightforward or there's like negative and positive and everything. So you have to visit for a while and make sure this is something you want and make decision for yourself. And nobody's handing anything to you, so you have to be ready to work for everything you get here. So you have to visit for a while first, get acquainted with the place. That's if you do not have family here. Because just moving to a strange country like that would nobody there. It can be, even when you have people there, it can still be quite stressful and difficult. So when you have nobody, so if you are coming, plan for it. Make sure it's something you want. Don't just come because you think Ghana is the high.
Everybody is coming.
Don't do that because you might end up regretting it because it's like that.
Let's talk about accommodation. How easy is it getting settled in Ghana?
In terms of accommodation, there is
the areas to live. How did you know?
There is a varieties of options. It depends on what you want and what you can afford and areas you want to live. That's why I always say you should come visit first. Then you get acquainted with the areas and the price range. Okay, this is what is within my price range, and then you go for that. And there are several agents you can meet up and they show you different options for you, and then you get to decide, oh, this is what I want, or this is what I can afford. So there's varieties of options for everyone coming in. There's something for everyone basically.
So just to make it easier for people like that, you mentioned agents. Where do you find them? On which platforms and all that? Just in case
just go online
a person wants to kind of slightly plan before even visiting.
See, one thing, to be honest, do not do that thing online and just like settle everything online.
The way you're saying this is so...
Yes.
The way Vanessa is saying this is so funny.
If you've not had any terrible experience with one of these agents, you'd be like, hey, so it's not though. Some of those agents, don't do it online, no. Be here, come on here, and go and visit those houses for yourself and meet owners for yourself before you make any commitment. So I won't even advise anybody to do all that online. You have to be on ground to do that because
why do you want to share stuff?
No. Story fact. See, those agents no.
Somebody might pay you.
Yes, so they will rent, they can take you to a house. They will rent the particular house to multiple persons. Literally, a lot of things basically. Just be on ground and meet the owner of the house directly. Okay, you've shown me you're the agent, take me to the owner of the house. Make sure everything is intact before you make any commitment. So don't do all of that online. You have to be on ground to do it. I think that thing is an African thing. It happens a lot in Nigeria. Agents, house agents, all those real estate agents and the rest. Oh my goodness.
I mean, some of them have actually made this agent thing become something else. They are actually genuine people out there.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you have to come on.
So that you don't get you come to the country, you come into your house, and
because sometimes the pictures you see online is quite different from the house. So you don't make any commitments online. Come here, be sure it's something you want and you're okay with before you make the commitment.
Okay. So do you think your move here has been worth it? How has Ghana been treating you since up until today?
Overall, I think the earlier years were like a bit like I think then I was still in my feelings when I go out and online. Come here, be sure it's something you want and you're okay with before you make the commitment.
Okay. So do you think your move here has been worth it? How has Ghana been treating you since up until today?
Overall, I think the earlier years were like a bit like I think then I was still in my feelings when I go out and someone is being unnecessarily rude to me because of my accent. I just go back and I'm like feeling bad now. Charlie, I will be laughing at you.
I think now you understand, you've accepted.
Yeah, I've accepted and I also, and now because I'm now blending a lot with a lot of people, there are people that literally do not even mind where you're coming from. So and then you see the very few that will be like, I do not care about you, those few people. But I think in the area, that was one of my major struggles when I would go out and people like, what are you doing in Ghana? Go back to your country.
Really?
Yeah, I think I experienced that quite a lot. Even till now, I still experience it sometimes. I'm like for it now, my skin is so thick now. Nothing you are telling me will pierce. I'll just laugh at you and I will move on. I'll tell you, Charlie, we own this country. Me and you.
I can imagine Vanessa doing that back and forth to the people. I mean, that's a little bit harsh, but I think there are more people that are much aware that and have accepted that there are lots of like foreigners in Ghana and we are living with them and you know like people have been able to create a lot of relationships with everybody, you know. Like I'm here today speaking with Vanessa. We actually met 2 months ago.
Yeah, I think so.
I think 2 months ago through Ondiro Oganga.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm here today. So it's basically like that. So yeah. So let me ask again, has it been worth it?
Far in the long run, I think so. If not, I would have gone back to Nigeria.
Exactly.
So,
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
So it's just like if I'm not like experienced, if I'm not liking it, or I'm not enjoying anything, or there's anything overly stressing me, I would have gone back home.
Yeah.
Like you see, sometimes I visit and I stay for 8 months in Nigeria before even coming back. So I do that whole long stretch of going back to Nigeria.
But not to the extent of staying there,
no,
not coming back
permanently.
here.
No. I just go stay for a couple of months and then I come back because I have to still go and check on things there also because sometimes I have to go in. But yeah, overall it's been worth it. I think it's been worth it. If not, I would not be in Ghana. I would be out.
Okay, so let me ask this one thing also. I know you're into content creation. Vanessa is also a content creator on YouTube. How has it been going for the past year?
Content creation is like the real ghetto, man. I started as a novice. I knew nothing about content creating. I think during the lockdown was when I was like, okay, during the lockdown was the longest I've been in Ghana for like a longer stretch. Because usually within 2-3 months I'm
you
home.
go back.
Sometimes I even go every month to Nigeria and stay for like sun and back. But that whole lockdown was here and it was really like I mean you don't know what
you're
when you are.
itching.
Oh, I was like, and then I started TikToking, and then it wasn't really. I was watching it, so I was not even creative. I was just watching TikTok. And then sometime last year when the whole stuff was easing up, that was when one day I'm like, I'm home today. I'm not doing anything. I still can't go to a lot of places because a lot of places were not open there.
Yeah.
That's earlier last year. But I just created a video and that was how I started, and I struggled a bit. I'm still finding my way around content creating. I think.
But Vanessa is so good. Let me just come in there. Vanessa is so good with this content creation, and I wasn't surprised when I watched the video and you mentioned when you were in Nigeria, you liked reading, but because of the system that you couldn't keep up and all that, and you started writing and all. I'm like, I mean, there's always something somewhere.
Okay, yeah, I've always been.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons that's really one of the reasons.
Yeah.
I find it a bit easier because I'm a writer. I still write it today. I review books online, professionally. I'm a book reviewer. So I know how to like put stories together. So I think that's why. I can just sit down and I'm just like, okay, this is the story I want. So I think
I've got Vanessa right there because sometimes I realized when I watched the video, I'm like, Vanessa is so good with content creation, especially if you've been with her during the behind the scenes and the video comes out, you're like,
ow! I got
like how?
Ondiro is always like, when did you do this? Like, I get home and then I'm sitting in front of my computer like this, and then the story it's like that because I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller, so I can put stories
that
together.
Makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So to crown the video finally, what do you want to say to Ghanaians or your Nigerians friends who want to visit Ghana and all that?
If you're planning a holiday, your money is not up to the other people yet, come to Ghana. There are a lot of places you can visit in Ghana. There's a lot of attraction sites. I visited a lot of fun places. I went to the Volta region, Central region, Eastern region. A lot of things you can see, so you can just come and visit for a while and go back. But if you're looking for a good destination, stuff you want to do within us here, Ghana is like the perfect, and it's quite safe for foreigners coming in, for tourists coming in. So, and it's quite affordable. So it's not more expensive than it used to be because Ghana is not so expensive.
Yeah.
But I think if you're coming for any holiday, you have to like budget and plan for it, and you can get it done.
So that's basically it. And if you don't know Vanessa, first of all, go check out her channel. I'll put the link below. I'll put her name on the screen. It's Vanessa Okedi. You really need to check out her channel. And yeah, she mentioned some of the regions she has been to. That we'll be talking about that in the next video. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. And yeah, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for watching. Bye.